Hey everyone. So let me start with the challenge that I used to face. I used to struggle with updating Gantt charts right before a client call. And you know how it goes. You open the Gantt chart file 10 minutes before the meeting and suddenly you are like, oh crap, I forgot to update the bars, the dates, and the colors, and it's all manual. Highlight this, format that, drag this cell, total pain. It used to take away more time than it should. So, in this video, we are going to fix that. We are going to create a clean, dynamic Gantt chart which is easy to update, quick to tweak, even just before a meeting, and looks good enough to send straight to your client if they ask for it. But also, this video is not just about Gantt charts. There is a lot you will pick up along the way. Smart Excel shortcuts. We will try to focus only on three shortcuts in this video, though I might be using more, but we will consciously try to focus on these three shortcuts. Excel formulas, which are majorly related to dates, and the formatting, one, the conditional formatting and the border formatting. And in the middle of this video, I will try to drop a sneaky bonus trick that will help you navigate Excel like a pro. And you may have to try to find out where I'm dropping that. So yeah, don't skip around. You might miss that trick. Stick around till the very end because I will show you two professional Gantt chart templates that you can download and use right away. So yeah, let's dive in. I will move to this work along sheet. We will try to recreate this Gantt chart. For that, I have a work along sheet already with the dummy data where you can see one is task column where I have used dummy project names like dummy task names. One is the responsibility column where we have assigned the responsibility of task to the individuals, and start date and end date. There is one column which is empty. We will try to use Excel formula to calculate the days, and this is the progress of the task. Here we have named our chart project weekly tracker, project start date, project end date, and you may notice current date and current week are empty. Here also we will try to use Excel formula. So let's start. First, let's start with the current date. So to fetch current date, we can use Excel formula which is today. So today and this parenthesis. So this blank with no input in this formula, it will give us today's date. Now we want to calculate the current week, and this current week will tell us the duration or like the week from our starting date from 23rd of April, in which week we are in our project. So for that, it's a simple, it's not even an Excel formula, it's a simple subtraction. So 16 today's day minus 23rd, and just to get the week number we will divide by 7, but you may notice that this will give us a fraction, also can give us fraction. So yeah, for that we can just use round up formula. So round up and then this formula, comma, round up to what digit. So I'll just use digit after decimal, so 0. So this is round up. So this we have completed these two things. Now second formula that we will use would be to calculate the days between the start date and the end date. For that, again, one simple thing is just to use the subtraction of these two dates plus 1 so as to count the days between these two dates. But here, if we just subtract these two dates, we will get, it will count Sunday, Saturdays and Sundays as well. But as you know, it's not a working day, so we will try to calculate days which is excluding Saturday and Sunday. For that, Excel has an inbuilt formula which is net work days, comma, you can see the prompt, it's saying what is the start date. So start date, end date, so this is the end date, D10, and you can see there is a square bracket holidays. So this is optional. Whenever there is a square bracket inside any prompt, it's optional. So here you can include the other public holidays apart from your Saturday and Sunday if you want it to not to be counted in your day duration counting. So I am leaving it blank because for me exclusion of Saturday and Sunday works. So here it is. Now if we want to drag this formula to the bottom, what we need to do is press shift and down. This all these cells are selected. Now press Ctrl D. We will do the same thing across the column, this across the rows, and again Control, select this, Control C, select this, Control D, Control D, select this, Control D, and done. Yeah. So let's try to create a weak header. So 1 plus 1, because we want to drag it. So if you want to drag and paste the formula, select the sheets, select the cells, and for selection what I'm doing is I'm pressing shift and the right arrow. This is selected. Now press Ctrl R to drag the formula across. Now I don't want it to say 1 2 3. I want it to say week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So for that we will custom format this cell, and for that there is a shortcut, Control 1, then press tab to navigate to custom. So you are here, then press tab again so that you move from here to here. And yeah, I wanted to show week and the number. So you can see the sample here. If I write week and then hash, so it will give me the result like this. So yeah, so week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Over this week, I also want to reflect the dates, like the starting day and then addition of 7. So weekly, what's the start date of that week? So yeah, this, and here I will add 7. Again, select all the column or the cell till V and press Ctrl R. So this will be automatically, yeah. Again, I want to custom it. I just want to show date in format of DD triple M. So I'll show you Control 1, and we will go to custom again. Press tab and then DD MM. So it will show the date in this format. You could have gone to bottom and try to find that. So here it is, and done. Yeah. So now let's do some formatting, color formatting. I'll select this and press this, and yeah. Now let's choose some color formatting for this rows as well. Now when I press Control Shift, it selects the entire row till some XYZ, something like that. But we don't want to fill the entire sheet. But there is no way that I can stop my navigation also, because see, if I press Control and go to right, it goes directly to XFD. So this makes our navigation very difficult. For example, if I accidentally press Control down from here, it goes to the last row. So this creates the navigation very difficult. To avoid that, what you can do is, so we know that our Gantt chart is not going beyond V column. So what you can do is select all this and hide it. Again for rows as well, we know that it's not going beyond this, so hide. And now if you see, if I'm pressing Control and right arrow, I'm just going only till V. So this helps, because now if I select Control Shift and I want to color it, so this is only moving till column V. So this helps in that way. And select this. Now we are using again a shortcut. So I want to repeat the color formatting for this particular row. I will just press F4. So F4, F4. Again select F4. Yeah. So F4 is used to repeat any of your action, any of your last action that you did. So I had done formatting of this, like the color of project initiation. When I press F4 for this one, and this one, it automatically replicates the same action for these rows as well. Now what we need to do is, I also want my Gantt chart to, the view of my Gantt chart to be fixated. So here what I will do, I will go to view and I will go to freeze pans, so that it moves like this, and here also it stays constant. You could have used shortcut also, navigating pressing Alt H WFF, but yeah, otherwise you can go to view and then freeze frames. So this is done. We will do some quick formatting. And yeah. For border formatting, go to borders, more borders, select gray or lighter color. This, press OK. So yeah, select this. Yeah, so I think we are done with the formatting. Now if we want to, now let's start with the highlighting of the cells where this activity is on. For that we will use conditional formatting. So let's go to conditional formatting. Let's select our cells where we want this function to be working. Conditional formatting. Here we will go to new rule and I'll use a formula to determine which cells to format. And the logic here is that I want, so if this cell, like if this date is greater than the start date and less than the end date, so this cell should be highlighted. So I'll just write that formula. So this H should be greater than or equal to this, and this H7 should be less than or equal to this. Here for this formula to work, I need to change the references here because I need this column to move but not rows. So I'll fix row, but I will make it moving. The column to be moving. Here again I'll make it moving. But for this, the dates start and the end date, I want this to be moving across the rows. So I will fix the column. So dollar sign is before the column name, but I'm removing it from the number. And here again the same thing. And I need to set the formatting. What I wanted to work is I wanted to fill with a green color. This green is okay, and yeah, okay, and this is okay. So yeah, so this is showing us that these 2 weeks we are working on this task, these 2 weeks we are working on this task. So yeah, it's properly working. Now again a formatting bit. What I want to do a formatting, border formatting, I'll go here, and color will again be a light color. Select this and yeah, this. So this is the border formatting that I want to use. You may notice that I have a extra column here. I like it this way, but if you want to remove it, that is also fine. I like this way because it helps me keeping the view clear. So this is giving me a cut where it separates from the data and from the chart. So I like it this way, but you can remove G column, that's fine. And now let's work on the progress cell. So here it's in the number format, like the percentage format, 100%, 100%. If you want to make it more visual or appealing, so what we can, again we can use a data bar conditional formatting, and here we can use any solid fill. So this is the way that we can use manage rules. I think the only problem with this is what we need to do is, so for example, I'll show you the problem first. So let's say if it is 90%, this is 90%, this is 90%, this is 90%, 90%, and 90%. So as of now, these bars are relative. For example, when the largest number is 90% across the cell, it is giving it 100% space. But if I do 100%, so then it will adjust. So what we need to do is, we need, instead of relative length of the bars, we need to fix it to the absolute number, and that only we are going to do. Here we will edit rule, and instead of saying automatic, we will fix it to the number, and we will say 0 is the lowest and the highest is 1. Now this will work properly. So here you can see 100. If I say 90, it will not go to a full scale, it will be there as 100% on. Yeah. So this is also done. And the next thing which is very important and which we need to update whenever there is a weekly update call is, where are we on that particular week or day. So for that, again we will use a conditional formatting. What we will do is, we will select our Gantt chart portion, and write a formula. Again, it's a conditional formatting with a new rule saying if our week, which is this, is equal to this. So we don't want this week to be moving, so this is fine, but here we want it to move across the column. So we will remove dollar sign before the column name, and to format we will go to, we can use either the borders. So let's say I'm using orange color 9, or you can use fill also, like with the lighter shade, so as to reflect in which week we are. So you can see it shows that we are in the week 12 of our project, so it is showing us this. Yeah, so this is your beautiful Gantt chart. This is a general template with dummy project names and the dummy task, but I have a real actual chart for investment banking sell side process and for any project management or a product management, where the activity or the project is a feature deployment. Yeah, so as promised, let me show you two ready-made templates. One used for actual investment banking sell side deal timeline. You can see this is the actual sell side process template with phase 1 where it's preparation and NBO submission, phase 2 binding offer submission and management engagement, and phase 3 negotiation and closing. This is the actual template that we use in investment banking, and this is the second template, which is project for any project or a feature deployment project manager or product managers use. You can download both right now. The link is in the description below. If this video helped, hit like, share with your team, and don't forget to subscribe for more excellent storytelling tips. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.